Hey church, back here for another Monday Meetup, and yesterday we talked about Matthew 7 verses 21 through 23, not everyone. And in this sermon, Jesus is going to distinguish three different levels of intimacy that his disciples have with him. And the first level of intimacy is found in verse 21, where Jesus says, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' will enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father who is in heaven." And during the sermon, we related this to people who wear certain t-shirts of bands where you ask them, "What's your favorite song by that band?" and they can't tell you, or "What's your favorite album from that band?" and they have no idea. They just like the shirt. They just want to be a part of that movement. And the same thing with a lot of Christians. A lot of Christians are name-only kind of Christians. You might ask them, "What's your favorite thing that Jesus said?" And I don't know. Or, "What's your favorite verse or teaching that Jesus gave?" Don't know a thing about him. Jesus says that name-only Christians are not going to enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. And so then he transitions to verse 22, which is the other extreme of his disciples, which are works-only Christians. And he says, "Many will come to me on that day saying, 'Lord, Lord, didn't we prophesy in your name? We cast out demons in your name. We did these great deeds for you.' And Jesus turns to them and says, 'Depart from me, I never knew you, you workers of lawlessness.'" So these are the kind of Christians that do religion just for the sake of doing religion. Why do you come to church? Because I've always come to church. Well, why are you reading the Bible? Because I guess I'm supposed to read the Bible. It's almost like driving home from work. You drive home the same road every day and you forget where you're going. You're on autopilot. Jesus said Christians who are on autopilot, they're just doing works only kind of discipleship, they're also not going to enter the kingdom of heaven. So what Jesus says to do instead is he wants us to know him. In John 14, he compares his relationships, his disciples, like someone living together in the same house. He says, "Anyone who loves me will keep my commandments, and my Father and I will come to him, and we will make our home together with him." And then Revelation 3, he says, "Behold, I stand at the door and I knock." So what Jesus wants from us, true discipleship, is if we make our home with him. If we open the door, allow him to come in our lives and change things from the inside out. Hope this has been valuable for you. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll talk to you later.